For normal vision, there are two different types of photoreceptors in our eyes. One type is called rods, the other type is called cones. Rods are meant for night vision and cones are meant for day vision. Cones are further divided into three different types. The large wavelength cones, which are so-called red cones, the medium wavelength cones, which are so-called green cones, and short wavelength cones, which are so-called blue cones. Now these cones and these photoreceptors have three different types of photopigment, and these photopigment absorb light in different wavelengths. Therefore, if you want to see various colors, you have to have a different combination and permutation of stimulation of these cones. Now, these cones can have defective photopigment. In case if the cone has a defective photopigment, then it is called anomalous. That means if the cone has a red photopigment defective, it is called protonomalous. If it has green cone defective, it is called deuteronomalous. If it has blue cone defective, it is called tritonomalous. Now, the other situation is that entirely one cone is absent, and that situation is called protonopia. And if you have absence of green, then it is called deuteranopia. If you have absence of blue, then you have tritonopia. So these are conditions in which you have color blindness. This is what is called color blindness. Color blindness is a kind of misnomer. Actually, it's color deficiency. They're rarely that you have completely color blind people. You have color deficient people. Okay. For example, I want to show you here now the example of three different types of photoreceptors. You see the red and so-called green and blue. These are the different types of photoreceptors. And if any one of them is absent, then you have a color blindness. Now, suppose if you have the red cone is absent, then you have protonopia. If you have green absence, then you have deuteranopia. If you have blue absent, then you have tritonopia. And now let me show you the Ishihara chart. So this is how a normal person looks at the Ishihara chart, and this is what you're going to see if you're a normal person. But if you have a color blindness, then this is what you're going to see. This is protonopia, this is deuteranopia, and this is tritonopia. I want to show you another photo where this is a normal person's vision. This is a protonope, this is a deuteranope, and this is the tritonope. I want to also show you another picture here, which is the red light and green and yellow light. This is a normal person's vision. This is a person who is suffering from color vision. Now, these color blindness is a little complicated thing. The red and green color blindness, that means protonopia and deuteranopia, are sex-linked diseases, sex chromosome linked, because this gene for the green pigment and for the red pigment is present on X chromosome. Now, females have XX chromosome, male has XY chromosome. So it is most likely that a male is going to have this kind of a disorder and female is not going to have a disorder. Female will be a carrier, but male will have this kind of a disorder. The other disorder, which is blue-yellow, is autosomal recessive disorder, and this affects males and females equally. So I just want to show you one more picture here. So here is a normal male and an abnormal or a carrier female. She is not going to be having any problem. Now, if she has children, one boy is going to be normal, who has normal chromosome, one from father, one from the mother. The other girl is also going to be normal, because she has one from the father and one from the mother. One daughter is going to be a carrier. One son is going to be colorblind because he has one chromosome, X chromosome, which has defective gene. This is the description of color blindness. So there is another kind of color blindness, which is acquired color blindness. Now, acquired color blindness is caused by drugs or by chemicals. So please be careful what you're eating and about your environment. One has to take care of one's own health in order to have correct kind of a vision, because otherwise we are likely to have this kind of a disorder. Although it's a very rare thing, but one should be very careful. There's another kind of a color blindness which is not due to the defect in the eye, but it is due to the defect in the cortex, and it is called achromatopsia. And this disorder is when you are completely colorblind. That means you do not see any color. And this is a very rare disorder, but it is seen, and this is because of the cortical disorder. So my take-home message for you guys will be that please be careful in life what you eat and what kind of chemicals you're exposed to. So take care of eating habits as well as your environment around you. Thank you very much.